guys, welcome back to my channel everyone. Today is all about the braiding edition. I am going to be giving this client a medium size box braids. As you guys can see, she has natural hair, and for the sake of today's video, I will not be using heat on her natural hair. I decided to let the hair air dry but not completely dry because I honestly prefer not to braid when the hair is entirely dry. We will begin by sectioning out the hair. Honestly, I don't think I'll be doing a voiceover for this entire video. I'll just leave it for you guys to watch since this is not the first time I am doing this hairstyle on this channel. So I section out by going in with my jam, which is totally optional because some people feel like using jam makes their hair break. But if you don't want to use jam, you can also use Vaseline or hair grease, and that will also help your partings look very neat. If you are a beginner when it comes to box braids, I will advise you to section out each row first before you begin braiding, just to make sure that each parting is equal. So I have also noticed that people with tender scalp tend to like the knotless braiding method because it's less tension on their scalp. So feel free to try that with any of your clients or yourself if you have sensitive scalp. Now onto the second row, I am going to repeat the same thing. I am going to take my time and section out each parting to make sure that it is exactly the way I want it before I start braiding. This is the jam that I use whenever I braid mostly, and I have to say that I really love it. Let me know in the comment section if you use something different and how that works. With this particular jam, honestly, it does not turn white because I have noticed some jams when you use them while braiding, after you're done, you see some white residue, and I honestly don't like that. But with this one, so far so good. If you're looking for a protective style that will last you about a month or so and will actually help in growing your hair, is definitely box braids. I mean, we have other protective styles, but with box braids you can style them differently. You can make them short, you can make them long. I mean, if you start with it being super long, let's say a month after or 3 weeks later, you can cut it into a bob. There are different things that you can actually do with box braids, and they're actually easier to wash and maintain. Now let's talk about how to achieve the knotless method. People do it differently. You can start braiding the hair on its own, 1 2 3, then you add braiding hair, you braid 1 2, you add another one, and you keep adding depending on how tiny or how bulky you want the braids to be. Sometimes some people braid 1 2, then they add the braiding hair. Just depends on how you want it to be. If you want it to fall flat, or you want it to have a little, zhong. Some things to keep in mind when you have box braids that will help you retain length and at the same time grow new hair is that you need to moisturize your scalp. Some people, after they braid their hair, they think that that's it. No, but you have to make sure that you're moisturizing it and make sure you use lightweight oils. Another thing to remember is that make sure you're wearing a silk bonnet, a scarf, or a pillowcase to avoid breakage. Also, this is for all the people that like to style their hair differently at all times. Try to resist the temptation, right? Now make sure you're also washing your hair about 2 to 3 times, especially if you're going to keep it in for about a month. Another thing to keep in mind is how long you have in these braids. You should not be having these braids in for 3 months and up. I believe 6 to 8 weeks tops is the best. And around 4 to 5 weeks, you should probably reconsider redoing the edges instead of the entire hair. So just keep in mind that when you are dealing with your edges or the front part of your hair, make sure that the hair is not tight. If your braider is braiding too tight, you should definitely let them know before they are done braiding. Now we know that most people struggle with itchy scalp and dandruff when it comes to box braids. This is also mostly because they are not oiling it and they are not moisturizing. You start with water, just not too much water, You grease and then you oil. You can use oils like tea tree, witch hazel, aloe vera based scalp treatment. Just avoid using heavy grease because it can clog your scalp, right, and attract lint. We're almost to the end of this video. Just another thing to keep in mind, honestly, when it comes to box braids, is to remember to wash the braid itself before installing it. This is especially for people that have really sensitive scalp. I would advise using human hair, but even if you buy human hair, I would say to always wash. But for those that are not able to afford human hair, when you buy synthetic hair, make sure you are also washing it before installing it. This prevents irritation, scalp rashes, unnecessary itchiness. But if you do have peppermint oil, you can always use peppermint oil on your scalp after you are done braiding. But trust me, this is one of the fairly low maintenance hair, but it goes a long way. This hairstyle is perfect for all seasons, be it winter, summer, spring, fall, name it. Box braids are always a very nice style to go to. This is the final product, guys. I put it in hot water and I went in with my mousse. Let me know what you guys think about the color, the size, every single thing. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.